the arches you see the numbers because the people did not mix. Everyone had a ticket with a number, so they had to observe if they were women, men, slaves, senators, people, poor. So everyone had a different entrance and a different seat with the number. You can see. Also, this number was written as well outside on the pillow, white pillow. On the white pillow as well was put in the big awning with the shape for the people. Also inside there were like 70,000 people at the Colosseum. A system of arches because the arch was really the Roman ancient architecture was around. The Roman ancient invented the modern bricks, the cement, you know, and then they put these blocks of the travertino, so local limestone, together with pins in metal. Then when it was abandoned, the Colosseum was not used anymore. I was considered central evil. You know? So the people came to take all the metal to be reused. They took out those pins in metal between the blocks. And one ring actually because of the...
It's a good day.
唉，中国这样出行，我们就是要来这里啊。几千年了，没，这里有什么？嗯。
Actually, there is just a name of Pope.
Let's go. Okay. Cái này đánh trụ sao vậy hả? Không sức được. Cái không đi. 没有，它的 bus 没有啊，因为这个地方不可以停。不懂我的啊，它只是到时间它就会回来罢了的。要排队了咯，你要不要按个那个月咯
？60 references, 26。
好了。
对，这个有专业啊，我们走走。
There is the entrance to the emperor, the one without a backside. Anyway, because when you look up, you see that there are some decoration. So probably it was like this. It was with the colorful, like this entrance, because everything inside was a lot of colors and stuff, shapes, and relief, so it's, you know. So, there was a big stage because this was a place of the emperor to sit. But before we will go upstairs, so we can first see from up the panoramic view, and then we come back down. So I don't there were like new starting windows. And then inside there was one fix, and then it was decoration marble. Also the blocks, they put the metal inside those blocks. Like you can see on this picture, so you can understand the instruction of the Colosseum. Because the big limestone were connected, so like this, you see, we smelted the metal inside, the blocks inside. And then when it was abandoned, anyway, it became a cake material, so they took out the metal inside. So then the Colosseum actually was called amphitheater. Amphi means double theater, like two big theater together, circular, one. And the whole system of arches, because the arch is very stable, it's very quickly. Also, the people did not mix and one their own way out very quickly in case of danger, and their own way in. First is what we know.
钉的，以前有的，有那个铁的，钉这样，还要稳固这些一个那个。没有办法录。
See, this canvas to make the shape. It's huge. Yes, absorbing the pollution of the cars. So it became very black. But outside there was this was like there was a restoration. Inside still
这样变成哦。
up the steps. There's no problem for the steps. Okay. Everyone can go.
Tickets out in your hand. They don't care who's who. They just want to have a clear visual of the QR code if you're walking.
Right, so Then they color with the bricks, they put the stucco to the paintings. And they put
Here you go.
Yes.
The entrance that we saw outside, above the gladiators. Now you can see inside the entrance to the arena. So no one sees but you can see the small ones. Because the men were Jews, so the women to be close to the gladiators, they became sexy boys. The gladiators always naked. So the gladiators enter and they presented, the team, they did something called Compagnia, it's a presentation of different things. This is not the very big steps. There were 6 different floors. Also on the last one with seats and numbers.
Roman cement. What about this Roman cement?
From here you can see the Cristo Jesus was laid out, you see it was transformed into basic players. Anyway, the stage does not exist anymore. It was completely covered with the wood. Anyway, I will show you the picture. And under the stage, in wood, under the stage there were 2 levels with elevators, many elevators, one beside the other. You can see from the underground, see one little white pillar with wheels in the underground. There were elevators where it is when the slaves used to move the machinery, and there were trap doors. So suddenly came something from the underground. You could not see those trap doors because it was covered with sand, arena, and suddenly the sand were all around, and from the underground came animals, or white or smoke, special, effect, snakes, even birds, exotic things. I'm thinking like a one. No, there is just one reconstruction, one elevator. There is not to mention that those trap doors, one beside the other. All the floor was those trap doors. In fact, you see those white pillars were the wheels, machinery of the elevators. And so then you see the entrance for the emperor on the right with the cross. One was for the morning, one was for the afternoon. So the emperor could not have the sun inside the eyes, okay? So it's a good view. And the 2 for the live gladiator and dead gladiator. So, and then this was the entrance of the gladiators. Actually, we saw, from there. There are a few steps left with the number there. So, also the Colosseum at the very beginning, when it was not built the Colosseum, you still was a residence of Nero here, was a lake, there was water here. So it was a lake inside the residence of Nero. The Colosseum did not exist, you imagine. All those are the Colosseum all around. Then there was an artificial lake with the 5 channels of water. Then when there was a revolt against Nero died, the power was taken by the soldiers who came from Jerusalem because they destroyed the city of Jerusalem. So they thought to build this big public amphitheater here, so they could use it as well for the games with the ships. Because this water could be moved out and back inside. So they could make as well performance with the ships, it was floated, because this water could be moved out and back inside. Then the first...
Where did they keep the water inside this?
No, the water came from the river. There were 5 channels of water in the underground, so they could move the water inside and outside. They need the water. But probably when they built all this structure in wood, the underground, they didn't use for these games with the water. So the games with the water probably were just originally. So they thought to build the Colosseum here because they wanted to make the games with the water. Then later was built all the structure in the underground. The gladiators became very famous, so they didn't care about it. They used amphitheater for this. But still there are those channels of water in the underground. So, okay. Then picture Colossus and so everything was colorful, those were tickets, there was stones with the number, and the people some mix, and this was the places the politicians used to sit. There were many politicians, about 600 politicians, they had the first thing. then going to the class, you see the women were on the top. There were many public toilets everywhere because this emperor Claudio built the Colosseum was very practical and make a business on the urine, for the colors, to mix the color. So in make a business, there were many public toilets. There was a canopy made awning in silk with the sails of the sailors to make the shade of the people. So you're there. So you can see this picture, this, the way it was. And the first games were the games with the animals. Also, the animals had to perform one-to-one, just one could win, the other one had to die. Then the second one was human with the animal. The third one was the execution, and the last one was gladiators. Gladiators are different teams, There was the gallows, there was white people, some Celtic. The gallows, the tracks like Spartacus from the Christian side, representing the enemies of Rome. Okay, anyway,
Is it the second one? Was that the second one?
So at that time, anyway, it was kind of buildings, the amphitheater from the middle. So we're not to build in a bricks, marble, or building just in wood because it was not considered to be very important, this kind of games, but just for the crowd. So when the first century after Christ, everything changed because the power was taken by soldiers, not by normal people. So they wanted just to give to the people shows, to brutality, fighting. So this is all. Then was a building with bricks, cement, that had to last forever, very steady. This is the side entrance. This side, it's the side that you see there. It's one wall and one room. This place is marshy. It's in the lake. Yeah, so it's a complete But because he moved the capital to Constantinople, then became Byzantium, then became Istanbul, anyway, and began the Byzantine Empire. There was a Roman ancient empire, but was Christian, and Rome was not the capital anymore. So Constantino took the pieces of the other monument to ensemble together. So on this arch is all the history of Rome, actually, different kind of episodes. On the very top, there are the barbarians defeated by Trajan, as you can see. They are not Romans, because they have trousers, they have bird, they have cap, they don't look Roman. Because those are the people from Northeast defeated by the Romans, but they look very proud. Also because the artists who worked at the time, before Constantino, were originally slaves. They don't come from Rome. They come from Damascus, from Syria, from Turkey, from other places, defeated countries. So they like to represent the enemies very proud. So then some of the arches of triumph were built down by the Christians, but this one was always kept to remember that Constantino's emperor gave freedom to Christianity. Also we get the model of all the other arches of triumph, the one in Paris,
So this was the original?
top of the Colosseum, it's called Colosseum, and there is the place of the foundation of Rome. So in the 750 house, the first king of Rome, also traced the first square Rome on the top of that hill. This hill was called Colosseum because it was a hill dedicated to the female goddess, palace. Okay. And then when was built the palace, because it was a very prestigious hill to live, and it was called as well Palazzo, so the palace, that's why we say palace. But originally was the name of the hill. So this is the most ancient place that you want to see. This was the first hill in Latin, even before the Romans, when many tribes came from different places. Then later, many centuries later, they were defeated by Julius Caesar, but still the Romans was a mixture of different people in different places. From Asia, from Europe, from Africa, to English, so yeah, and the always population mixed. And then you see the Sacred Road, that was the road, the Sacred Road, was crossing all the ancient cities of Rome and Catholic, which is included in the Upper South. And we see a contrast, all the system of they are like when they go to 1%. Then you see the line of the Venus. Venus was the
Ne zaman izliyorsun?
Apa?
Ama nasıl oraları kurulmuş? Yani aslında Montreal'da da kurup da bir orayı ibret için bir yer kaldı. Sonra ibret.
Questo stile dove guarda, di sia di quando stanno dando gli animali così sì. Way out for the gladiators. This one, right, left emperors, and sound. And now
That's not it.
几千年，在哪买的？六斤，地方有。有没有？那个讲前几期他们的 technology， If you want to take some picture. As well, this one was used by the emperors. One was something. So also this entrance is not numbered. Actually, the number you don't see anyway because it's broken. This side, you have to find the entering. Yes, now we are going just for entrance. Yes. We don't want to be valid and sound. Supposedly, we don't know. Supposition. No. This is hard to see because everything crashed down.
Yeah, we're supposed to do it.
Here. Yes, because it's the exit. So we will wait.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering where.
Just one exit here. Hello. We're moving together.
你等下不要摆拍照，艺术照。你我的手机了，很容易点，快。
Her four. Good job. She's almost 6, 5 and half. Sophia, go get her. Can we go get her? Can we? We got kind of the same, but not with the same size. Yeah, we got Oh, yes, of course, we got
民生地就是这样，一个人。你有是没有睡够的你？
因为这样高高长长的，
没有在你们自拍，你在那边讲，没有睡够是这
这样
个。
很多那个跑步很多人死了。
因为这里是蛮血腥的一个地方来的，在几千年前。两个
他做的那些哦，
来人来看哦。
做的那些饭也比较紧凑哦。你能生存的话哦，就是自由哦。
很残忍哦。
给我要饭。
没有，它以前是那个铁的，温煮啊，后来他们过后拿来盗用那个铁来做其他东西哦。但是它堆的，你看吗？拿今天那堆的。
小朋友小朋友。
Money don't smell.
Money here. I collect the urine now.
Soldiers have a uniform, you know, and they have a sponge on the uniform, so you need to toilet. Toilets for women and done them. So we have to go outside. Sta uscendo adesso proprio, perché è uscita? Sta aspettando, sta per uscire. Sento che sta uscendo per uscire.